Aquarius, I know. Ten of Pentacles and Fortune. Don't doubt your decision. You are on the right track. So, I get that there's a situation that you need to have a little bit more faith in yourself about. I get that you know that the situation that you are inquiring about is stable. It is promising. And I get that you might think it's too good to be true or something like that, but it's not. And if you really think about it, I'm sure you'll be able to step back and look at all the work that you've put in to get to this point. It's like sometimes it takes so much work to achieve some things that by the end of it, you have lost sight of the goal you were trying to achieve and like how it made you feel in the beginning. And it's always seemed so far away from you, but you've actually reached it. But the 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the end of a phase. So you get to bask in this fortune. But you do know also at the same time that you have to move up to the next level too, right? Aquarius. Right now, we're going to be going into Aquarius season soon of the year 2020. Also, I'm hearing that Saturn is going to be going into Aquarius too. So this is all about foundations and stability. Look, that's Saturn right there. Yeah. So it seems like when Saturn goes into Aquarius, you are going to be reaping the fortune, the rewards of all of your incredibly hard work that you put in up to this point. And you might feel like you've got to defend it. You might feel, because you will have to defend it. You know, everybody always wants what you have, you know, when you've got a lot of great things, right? And you will have to defend that, and you'll have to be aware of that, especially in the beginning of experiencing all this fortune in material things, right? It could be money, but it could also just be like you have a huge collection of seashells or something. I don't know, but there's something that people will be a little envious of you having, right? And I think you might have to kind of defend your fortune and protect your fortune. I think the time and the period of Saturn in Aquarius, which is going to be years, right? I think that's going to be a time during which you have to figure out your methods of protecting this which you fought so hard to have, the stability. It's going to be a time during which you learn how to protect that, and that you learn like who's with you because they really love you and like you and want to be with you, and who's with you because they want what you've got. It's going to be a time that you're going to figure that out. You're going to find that out, and your approach to handling this and your approach to protecting yourself and what you have is probably going to be pretty, I'm hearing, avant-garde. It's going to be different. Like your approach is going to be different. I mean, it's pretty cool. It sounds like more work on top of what you've already had to do to get here, but it's going to be really enriching for you and really beneficial for you, because you're going to learn things during this period of time they're going to assist you throughout the rest of your life. So really, it's very good. And you've got fortune, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. That's good stuff. So it's going to be all about protecting it and learning how to protect it, and learning what signs to look for in people so that you can see who's like using you from the get-go and who's not. Mercury, mind. Judgment. Emotions. Emotions are part of our lives. Embrace them. Mercury, the planet of communication. mind. I get that somebody is looking for redemption. Somebody in your life is looking to be redeemed. They might have said something to you that was hurtful and put you in this emotional state that wasn't great because of what they said. But the thing is that now you're not in this emotional state anymore. You've graduated from that emotional state. It's not that you don't remember what they said. You've not forgotten about it, right? Forgive and forget. Neither one of those things have happened here, you know. It's like you've accepted that this person said whatever they said to you, but it's not like you've forgiven them, and it's not like you've forgotten about it. You know, I think forgive and forget is a little bit overrated. Forgiveness, I mean, it's an ongoing thing, isn't it? If somebody does or says something to you that hurts you repeatedly, what are you going to do? Just keep forgiving them over and over again? No, you've got to protect yourself from that situation with that person, right? So you're not feeling no emotion like this anymore. Like, you're kind of past it, right? But this person who said this to you is now feeling this emotion, and they're feeling like they want redemption. They want to be resurrected into your life, right? Maybe they miss conversing with you because this person, it's like they value you for your mind, right? And your intellect and your thoughts, but yet they said something, you know, maybe you guys had a fight and it was just like, even though they do value your intellect and your mind, it's like, that doesn't stop them from trying to hurt you emotionally, does it? This person you're dealing with, it could be somebody who gets all up in their feelings and then has outbursts. And this might be somebody that you really love and enjoy being with, you know, but that doesn't stop the fact that they go off the deep end sometimes and hurt you and stuff. You know, it's like, I think the question here is like, do you want to let this person back in? Like, this person wants back in so they can play with your mind more. Take that as you will. That's what came to me. But I just really see somebody who enjoys conversing with you and enjoys your intellect, right? So, I mean, playing with your mind may not always be a bad thing, but they want back in to be able to do this. And the question is, are you going to resurrect them into your life again? Because in ways they're like emotionally desperate for this mental connection with you. You know, do you really want to be involved with this person again and let them close again so that they can have another chance to go off and say something rude or whatever it was that they did, you know? It's like, you are the one at the end of the day who decides whether or not you're going to let this person back in. I think history repeats itself, and this person will probably just do this again. So bear that in mind, and because that's just how it is with everybody and everything. It's like history does repeat itself. They will, whatever they've done in the past, they're likely to do again in the future. That's just how it is. You know, you got to decide whether or not this person is worth it. For me personally, I can think of some people who are definitely worth letting back in just because of how fun it is to talk to them and stuff like that. So if they didn't hurt you too much or do anything super unreasonable, then, you know, it's fine to let them back in. But just be aware, they're probably going to hurt you again in the future emotionally with something that they say. '11th house, friends. Oh my God, that's such a pretty card. I get a lightweight energy with this right off the bat. Then there's the Tower, just as I say that. And then movement. Every aspect of your life is constantly moving. To acknowledge this is truly moving forward. Wow. I mean, yeah, we've got the Tower here, but this is still beautiful energy. I mean, it's beautiful energy. You know, it's like, yeah, we've got the tower, but I don't know. Like, I feel good things with this. Friends. It's like, there's somebody that you've been through a lot with who's like a friend. Could be more than a friend too, you know. But this is someone who you've had tower moments with. And you guys are still rocking it together. Like, you're still together, dude. You know what I'm saying? Moments of, like, movement where it's do or die. You gotta move. It's about to fall on you. You know what I'm saying? And you guys have come through this. And you're still friends. You've endured, like, destruction together. And you're still strong. You know what I get from this? I get that you're kind of, like, curious about the future, right? Like, you're like, we've been through all this stuff, you know? Like, straight up destructive moments of craziness and upheaval and movement, right? Will this happen again? And yeah, it will. Like, on the other reading here, I was just saying, you know, history repeats itself, right? Well, it does repeat itself, and this will happen again. Like, the things that you guys have been through, like, what I get from this is that this is the kind of friendship. This won't be for everybody, but for whoever this is, like, you're gonna know it, right? This is the kind of friendship that you see, like, in the movies and stuff. Like, they make, like, crazy, like, adventure movies about the things that you guys have been through. And yes, there is more of that coming for you in the future. There's a message in this card right here. That maybe if you look closely, only you will recognize this message. Maybe there's a question of, like, can we stand more of these tower moments? If you look at this person right here, like, it looks like there's, like, a lightning bolt coming out of their eye, kind of. Doesn't that look like that? And there's, like, a lightning bolt right here. It's like, this might be you. This might be you wondering, like, can we take any more of this? Is this healthy even? Like, is this friendship healthy? Because, like, of all of these things we've, like, you know, experienced together, is that, like, a good thing? Should I be in this anymore with this friendship or whatever? Like, you know what? That's a really valid question. If more upheaval and crazy moments and stuff that, you know, freaking adventure movies are written about, right? Like, it's like, if more of that is in the future, does that, like, become dangerous at some point? Because for me personally, like, I am somebody who loves adventure. Like, I'm not saying I want to go climb Mount Everest or something. Like, it's not like that, but just weird, crazy things that you look back on and you're like, whoa, like, I can't believe I actually did that, or, like, met that person, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So, for me, I'd probably, like, keep having these crazy experiences and probably keep having these adventures and, like, experiencing these crazy moments. Like, storybook level crazy moments. Like, I probably would, knowing me, right? But that's the decision you have to make. Do you want to stay in this situation that attracts these crazy moments? Because you're right. The involvement of these people and the things that they do and all that kind of stuff does attract these crazy moments. So, if you're done with the tower moments and the movement and stuff, like the forced movement sometimes, like, if you're done with that and you don't feel comfortable with that anymore, you need to exit this friendship situation here, that this group of people or whatever this is, you totally need to exit. If you're not ready for more craziness in the future, you should definitely exit. And exit now is what I'm hearing. Exit now. Right? Because it's coming. There's more craziness coming. So, well, there are some people out there who enjoy some craziness, right? Who might say yes to this situation. And then there are some people out there who are tired of the craziness. And they're just tired of it. And they're just done. And if you're that person, exit now.